All right, draft time. Everybody, lock in.
Thank you so much, Law, and welcome back to
Wukong, Aurora, Nico, Orianna, Azir open, Ryze open, Jarvan, Sin, and Bard, I guess, for some teams, really good. Maybe not for either of these teams, but
and I've got a good reason for it. Okay. Because it's
you could get a plushie to put in the back. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Just some kind of memory, some kind of token might be nice to have. Because I got nothing from Worlds 2022 when I did live viewing for that entire event. So it's just, I don't have a memory, you know. Nothing material to remember the event with. Would be nice to get something for this event, because I'm sure in the future I'll want to look back at this event with happiness, and having some kind of token material thing might help get that thought going, you know. Alright, Annie ban, that's a bit strange. Azir open, Ryze open, Yunar open, Jarvan open.
Yes. Honestly, for 100 Thieves, I mean, they have the ability to just become the potential LPL killers, right? Taking down BLG yesterday, if they can beat top esports.
Is this a Jarvan and Azir kind of angle, or what? It's Jarvan Azir, no?
I could imagine that.
Jarvan Azir, I think. An enemy will go like Sin or Trundle, maybe Sin. Ambessa's open as well. Ambessa's open as well. Kai'Sa? What about Azir? What about Azir? Vi? What about Jarvan? There's Ryze Azir for mid lane. There's still Jarvan. There's Sin. There's Ambessa. Could, for example, do Sin Ambessa here. Could do Azir Ambessa. Could do Ryze Sin. Could do Ryze Ambessa and drop jungle. Many option here. Many option here. I guess Jarvan is not the best because I have dash and AD carry for both teams. So maybe Sin better. Maybe Sin here. Not bad. Thoughts? Sion over Ambessa? Ambessa on 3, no easy slam. It's Azir or Ambessa here, I think. Or Talia, I guess. Talia, Azir or Ambessa. I like Ambessa here. I like Ambessa here. Ambessa, I think. Vi, Ambessa, Kai'Sa, no? Really nice first 3. Yeah, I like it, I like it. Good drafting by 100 Thieves here, low-key, no? So far, so good. Alright, enemy has not picked support or jungle yet. I would say we remove Sin to start, for sure. Sin and Trundle, maybe? No Poppy already, no Wukong. Sin, Trundle, give them Jarvan, question mark? Depends on the mid laner we play, I guess. Enemy should ban Azir from us, and they should ban Talia from us, so we need to play something other than that. Don't really like the Galio, but that would be decent for the composition at the very least. Luluban. Luluban screams Rakan on 4. That's my feeling. Rakan on 4, maybe. Galio ban. Yeah, that's nice for the composition. So Azir or Talia open for Quid. I would say we should ban at least Sin, no? At least Sin Sao. Or do we just give him whatever jungle he wants? Do we give Kanavi whatever he wants? He has Trundle, Jarvan, Sin. Do we ban one of them or do we ban another support?
Across the board, like 100 Thieves still have options, and top esports are going to be setting up to try and deny
ban Renata. Wow, this has to be Rakan on 4, no? It makes no sense otherwise. Renata? Here? Gotta be Rakan on 4. I don't see it otherwise.
And you can see 100 Thieves trying to shove top esports.
Lulu Renata ban.
By getting rid of the Renata and also the Lulu for the protection of the Yunar.
Do you know what I want to see? I want 100 Thieves to slam Malzahar Nautilus.
Alistar ban. This has to be a Rakan, no?
Jackie can never play the game.
I don't know if Malzahar is the pick.
Or speaking mid here, Azir or Talia.
You know, you can at least avoid one bit
Sandra. No way. Malzahar? No way.
Wait, are we too loud? Are we too loud?
Talia,
Thankfully, it's not gonna happen.
I feel like they are just gonna go Rakan, but if they go Rakan, they go Nautilus, that's bad. So what do we go? We go Rel, they go Braum. They won't go Braum. Maybe Rel? Maybe Rel?
Sometimes you have to be careful what you speak out of the world. You can't manifest these things.
It's hard for enemy to use Braum, right? It's hard for 100 Thieves to use Braum with Kai'Sa. So we can get away with a Rel, Leona, or Nautilus blind here, yeah. And this should be Sin, Jarvan, or Trundle. Said. Kiana I like. That's a nice pick. Go for that one, yeah. I really like. Nice.
jungler, especially one as talented
This
as Kanavi.
should be... I would go
That one
Rakan
is
here.
going to be locked
I would go
away. The
Rakan here.
answer here
That's what I like the most. Brom is nice though, if you can pull it off, but I think it's Rakan here.
See how this
Yeah.
bottom lane is going to come on through, and it will be the Rakan.
Honestly, not bad draft by either team, I think. Not bad draft by either team. Not bad way of drafting by either team either. Just not sure about the bans for 5 from 100 Thieves. Lulu Renata ban doesn't look right, you know? If they blind Lulu, you go Nautilus. If they blind Renata, you can play Blitzcrank or something. I don't think they would blind either of those champs, so for me it made more sense. Yeah, I have to play ads, thank you for reminding me. Non-subs, see you in a bit. Subs, stay tuned. You are not getting the ads. Thank you for reminding me. I feel like the bans didn't make sense. If you're picking Rakan on 4, I see it, but if you're last picking support, why ban champions that are used as counters? He's not gonna blind Lulu, it's not gonna blind Renata. Those champions are counter champions, so unless you're picking support on 4 there, it doesn't make sense to ban those. I would have rather seen jungle bans, I think, in that case. Not sure if they would have sniped Ikiana anyway, but that's what I would have rather seen. All good, all good. Comps look decent for both teams. Let's see it. Let's see it.
And if you can contain him, you have a chance of containing top esports. 100 Thieves might just be able to sneak another game away from the LPL.
Yep, I honestly, like, looking at the drafts, I think definitely playable on the side of the 100 Thieves, but I'm just seeing a lot of firepower here for top esports. One thing that is good is that there's no Aatrox being piloted by 369. He looked absolutely devastating on that champion in their match against G2. Not going to be the same situation here as we load up onto the Rift for the 4th game of the day. Both of these teams sitting at 1-0, wanting to be 2-0 at the end of the day. It's going to feel absolutely phenomenal as the LTA representative, if that does happen. As Doko, I love that emote spam. Looks like a moth. I was thinking penguin. Oh yeah,
Clap. Yeah.
bit of a penguin vibe. You can see that. 369 doesn't exactly have the same options. Imagine if he was playing Nami. You'd be able to one-up it so easily.
Yeah.
The most frustrating emote spam on the planet.
If he was playing Nami,
I would say the better option you could have done mid is Azir, if you didn't want to do Talia. It's Azir or Talia, I think.
As the Gyos coming on in. Of course, top esports.
He's just fish checking, but it's fine. Maybe I have to W out, yeah.
See whether they can actually get there. Man, imagine if it's top esports is here. Wouldn't that be
I mean,
crazy?
they're kind of due at this stage. There's been enough.
I mean, I think they've been due for about 4 years.
Yeah.
Something like that. But with a whole bunch of different iterations, as we know. See how this one is going to go. Cream up here against Quid in the mid lane. See how he's going to be able to hold his ground. See how quickly he buys a tier, as already an engage from Hung in this.
Yunara, most OP level 1 in the game. Look how unplayable this is. It's so OP. This champion is so crazy strong, actually.
Early game setup from 100 Thieves.
Scale, probably the best. Probably the best level 1. Has an escape, long range, can farm with W worst case. This champion crazy, I think. Yunara champion, really crazy champion.
And then go back up into this topside jungle, and that's where you end up just very nervous if River was to try and look for.
I don't think Ari is like tier 1 champion mid, so you're probably only gonna see it in best of 3 or mostly in best of 3. For best of 1, normally teams just go tier list, so they have like 4 picks per role that they consider the strongest champs per role, and then they just go for those in best of 1. I think it's the correct way to do it as well, so I don't fault them. It's gonna be a bit more interesting once we get to best of 3 and best of 5, and people actually think about saving picks potentially, or have to play different picks due to champions being out from Fearless. But in best of 1, most of the time we're just gonna see the same over and over, which is why I think they should remove best of 1. Makes no sense to have best of 1 when we are playing Fearless. Should be minimum best of 3, I think. We'll see next year, I guess.
So there will be at least a crash for 100 Thieves to eliminate and get some of their money back. But right now it's looking a little dicey with the 23-11 that we're seeing in the CS score.
It's not an easy lane bot. Yunara is stronger than Kai'Sa, Leona is stronger than Rakan. I like Rakan into Leona, but only when I get Mercs. Before that point, it's hard.
Yeah, do we
Leona is just stronger than me before that point, so this is just a very losing bot lane matchup.
It is, yeah.
Weaker AD, weaker
It's
support.
not a route, right? Because you imagine it's like ice forms around the
Yeah, it kind of worked like the Ring of Frost. Is Kanavi going to move towards the top side? Does find the freeze, as
Nice
we
flash.
can see there. Gets the flash out from
If he doesn't
Google.
flash, he's dead.
He is going to be able
Nice
to make
flash.
safety. Does go flash for flash, but it does mean that now 369 is feeling pretty comfortable.
Yeah, you can see the Vi here for River moving up towards that top side to cover just in case there's a second dive attempt. Even the ward going down, just trying to spot out what's happening in the bot lane.
Smart W Barakan there to W the ground on top of himself when Leona uses E. That way the Leona can't Q, right? It's E into getting W'd. Nice flash. Oh. Ooh, he got it anyway. Wow, that was close. That was close. He almost choked it. That was a smart W by Rakan because Leona E's, right? And she wants to Q you, but because you W on top of yourself, when she arrives from the E, she goes up and then you can E out before she can Q you. Maybe that's the correct way to play the matchup. Just W on top of yourself or whoever she E's, and then E out and not play it. Because if she can get the Q off, you can't play the trade. But if you can make it so she can't use Q, feels better, yeah. I will try this next time. Just W on top of myself when Leona E's. Makes sense. I will test it. If she can Q, it's just losing. Now she's gonna get one more Q here on Rakan. You see, it's just losing, straight up losing. But if she can't Q, I see it. So maybe W on the E is correct, yeah. I'll try this.
Kind of set themselves up a nice freeze here if they want to, while also delaying the reset. But just a great gank here on the top side from River. We talked about him moving up towards the top side to cover, and honestly a bit disrespectful from 369. You know the Fi is going to be on reset and moving back up towards these top camps because you didn't see her on the top crab, but ends up getting caught out by it regardless.
Yep. Nice little shove there onto Cream. And no flashes available for either of our mid laners. And so the setup available from River could be something that they could play around. Not quite halfway towards level 6 just yet on this Vi. We'll be getting there relatively soon. And now going for a little bit of an invade angle. Dragon up and available for now. We've got still 2 minutes on the Grubs. And River will at least start this. They get a whole bunch of vision down around it, but you can see that
Bot is frozen, no?
exactly what's going on.
I would love to see bot stay. No flash
For a bit
mid.
of an angle, we mentioned the fact that there is no flash available. A seismic shove is actually going to connect here onto Kanavi. Finds a whole bunch of things to throw at Quid.
Bot state is not frozen. Bot wave is not frozen anymore, I think.
Does lose its patience here as well, but it looks like Kanavi's going to say thanks for the leash.
Thanks for the leash.
This first Infernal of the game.
Yeah,
I think they tried to do Drake on the bot freeze, but then they broke the bot freeze, so Kai'Sa had to go back bot, and therefore they had to drop the Drake. Pretty smartly played by Tess, I guess. They freeze bot, force enemy to make something happen, and when they're in the middle of that play, they break the freeze, force them to go back to lane, and then they take over. It was pretty smart play by Tess here. The bot freeze gave them so much value.
Now, well and truly feeling himself here in this lane. Charges up the Cupid, does not find the Ambassador. He's just a lumberjack trying to get some stuff done. As Kanavi will be able to take down the crab. There is a buy towards his top side. Level 6 has been gained right now, actually. Off the Krugs. You do see the Quid is just going to be moving back towards his mid lane to collect that wave that is coming on through. And now is the time that I want to see some stuff from the 100 Thieves. You know, I want to see them utilize this cease and desist, try and play around either Dokla towards that top side. You can utilize the ulti, catch someone out. And if you can do your very best to keep Kanavi behind, could be a way to success here.
Attack Thieves, a good read as well from 100 Thieves, because the lane swap's coming through now for Void Grubs with 20 seconds left. So now you get the match towards Ayla. He's quite far from level 6. Would have been nice if he could have hit that beforehand, but still I think you've got this chance of using this cease and desist at these Void Grubs to try and pick off members of top esports as they establish themselves.
See how it does go, as Hung's going to be moving towards his bottom laner that's in the top lane. You can see that Jackie is
So
about
for
to
Grubs, this is a pretty big moment here, because there is already one Drake taken. If, for example, Tess get this and then second Drake, they're in such a good spot. I think might need to contest this. We're ganking bot though, so we're giving the Grubs for a bot gank. At least we're getting something while we're giving, I guess. If he even dies. Yeah, he dies. At least we're getting something. As long as we're not getting dove top, I guess we're chilling.
Especially with the fact that Dokla is playing the Ambassador, so just dashes forever. And down here will go one more
But I'm
time.
surprised they don't fight here.
Clearing out the side
I feel like they have to
grave
fight,
for
no?
these Void Grubs.
Lost first Drake, lost first
Cross hunt is
Grubs.
what you like to see, right?
Enemy will push and swap again now
It is 369
for
just
the
getting
second
overloaded
Drake
on
when the
over
time is
again.
right.
Then, you
Actually,
hope
Kais
that
is running
stuff
bot,
going
and Ambessa is running
their
top.
way on the other side.
Can
Yeah,
Ambessa
I am
lane
kinda
top at
surprised
this
that
point?
Thieves are opting in towards feeding Dokla though, because in the grand scheme of things,
Can you lane here
you
as
don't
Ambessa
have a
into
real
this? I
time
don't
for
think you
top support.
can.
Sure, Leona's quite tanky at this stage.
And there's triple Grub as well here, so they can take 2 plays easily.
So options for River to actually have a point-and-click CC target alongside Quid Flick back, FBI being
I
able
don't
to
really
get
like
involved,
this.
and Ayla being able to follow up means that you can very quickly pick off one person. But they're just going to look to bully 369, it feels like, for a large portion of this game and try and get Dokla into an incredibly strong position.
We don't have Viol, so it's hard to kill this guy.
Happen as it would be FBI getting a bit of extra money if they could kill him again.
We really need our camera to be top lane. I need to see top lane. Are we getting fucked up completely? Can we lane?
As you can see, Dokla has moved up there. Not exactly his favorite 2v2. As the range
Doesn't look
advantage
easy.
certainly going to be there for Jackie
But they don't have Viol, so it's hard to make a play as well. No Ambessa ult, no Viol, so we can't even make a play top. What do we do? We're just slowly bleeding now. Sion is gonna farm into Kai'Sa for sure. Ambessa can barely touch the CS. We don't have ults to force. What do we do?
Also getting the worst of it in the mid lane at the same time. Although the gold advantage hasn't necessarily swung that much, it is still Cream making more and more advantages happen for himself.
We can't lane here.
Looking like they're bleeding a little. But haven't really found too many.
What do we do?
Like, there hasn't been the breakout team fight.
We have to make a top play at some point. Or try to make a play elsewhere at some point, because right now we are losing. I guess they will base and run bot now with Yunara. And Yunara has full item here, no?
Just murders Jack, or murders whatever carry they end up jumping onto. That could even be Kanavi. It's just that in this position where they're in, as you say,
Does he have full item, Yunara? He
He
doesn't. They're gonna swap for Drake now. Ambessa is based into top again with full item. Vi has full item. I think this might be a good time to fight this Drake. Kind of have to, no? 3 Grubs for 1 Drake already gone. If you give the second Drake as well, I don't think game is in a good state.
See whether that is continuing, going to continue to work.
Kind of need to fight here.
For me, my eyes are going to be glued to Ayla in the next fight. See whether this Rakan can find the right amount of CC.
Sion no TP as well. Ambessa has TP advantage here. So unless the Sion pushes and moves, we can't be 5v4. Let's see how he plays this. I think if Sion is smart, he does this wave and then he moves down with ult. And he joins that way. If Sion doesn't move, they cannot play this because Ambessa will TP. Sion needs to push and move right now. Otherwise it's not happening.
1,000 gold, not really anything. So it's this first fight, see whether they can get someone in position to kill.
It's the lack of push from FBI that is causing issues for that play from 100 Thieves though.
Doesn't look playable for test now. Ambessa can TP. 100 Thieves should take this. They know Sion has no TP, they're prio top. Ambessa can TP. Gotta take this fight, gotta take this fight, gotta TP and take this fight. No? Have to. TP, TP, TP. Oh, it's too late. Too late. I mean, we're TPing, but the Drake's already gone. This is 4v5, by the way. 4v5.
Will turn up. Public execution is going to connect onto Hung, and they do manage to take down the Leona. But can they find more as Kanavi? He does go stealth for a little while long, but Jackie Love's at full health doing
4v5, and we got a 1-for-1 while we lost Drake. This couldn't have been any worse than it was. We're gonna lose full top tower as well. Full top tower is gonna die here. The game is over here. Game ends here. 4v5, 1-for-1 while losing Drake. They had to TP earlier and contest earlier. Or not TP at all. This is so bad for the game. Look at this. It's so bad for the game. It's not full tower, but it's literally dead. They can just go up and take it whenever.
It's not something that I'd normally be talking about, that has found some success here in this game. River, not sure about this one, is put in the runic prison, but Ayla does come on over with the battle dance to convince Top Esports to let his jungler live.
They 4v5 took that. Like, they must know Ambessa's gonna TP. They must know Sion doesn't have TP, right? They're playing on his team, so they know that. And they still posture for fight. They still force the Drake. I wonder what the communication is like in that situation. Because they know they're 4v5. So, to make the call to go for the Drake, to make the call to go for the fight, they must be communicating that baiting Ambessa TP is the way to go. Because it turned out really well, right? But there's so much risk for a play like this. If you posture for the Drake, they TP behind you and you all die, and you lose the Drake, you're literally throwing the game. But it's also a game-winning play. If you get the Drake, bait the Ambessa TP, back out, it's game-winning play. So it can be game-losing and game-winning play by Test there. So I'm just curious how the communication works. Is that how they communicate it? If we bait Ambessa TP, game GG? It's gotta be something like that now. Here comes the Sion. Here comes the Sion.
And Jackie Love is going to be able to lock down another one for himself. Ayla is so close to dead as a flash forward from Kareem, and it's a triple kill for the Rise Top Esports. They break this game apart.
The sneaky Leona opens up the game for Top Esports. They get the vision, they spot out where everyone is on 100 Thieves. And once again, they're ruthless. Top Esports just picking them off where they stand.
Man,
I think on that second Drake as 100 Thieves, because you're giving the Grubs, right? You lose the first Drake due to bot situation. They were freezing, you started Drake. They stopped freezing, they took over, so be it. You make the decision to give the second Grubs because you're weaker, probably, and you trade for a Sion kill on bot. That's fine. You give first Drake, you give first Grubs. It's not optimal, but it's winnable. The second Drake, however, when you're 5v4 potentially with the TP advantage, you have to walk in and fight. There's no world where enemy does Drake there and fights you. They lose the game on that second Drake. They gotta posture much more aggressively and take the fight 4v4 with TP coming in, or they need to TP earlier, or they need to play the fight better and get more kills. It cannot be a 1-for-1 while losing Drake while being 5v4 and losing top tower. There's too many bad things at the same time. That second Drake needed to be played better. At this point, nothing to do, I think, but that second Drake was really important. Had to do a better job there. I think TP earlier, posture better, play the fight better. That should never be a 1-for-1 with losing Drake. It should be killing literally all of them, maybe other than one that runs for his life, and getting the Drake. Sure, losing top tower, but at least getting the Drake and winning the fights. Should never be a negative sequence for them, or losing sequence for them.
Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, this is brilliant. This is what we've wanted to see from this team internationally for so many years. To be able to continue that level of confidence, you know, the bravado.
Someone's got a stronghold that we have TP advantage, just go fight.
Seen here.
Especially even this year, when at first stand, they lost to Hanwha, they lost to KC, and they lost to CFO in groups, and kind of have been. We
won't say the score lines because we just prefer not to.
Yeah, but it's still like I think for so many people, including like even talking to some of the Chinese fans here at the event, Top Esports have been the punching bag. They've been the guys that haven't been able to show up, but coming in as the third seed, but here we go.
Bit of an angle here potentially as the screen display of talent does stop FBI from following up, and River is just going to get destroyed as he tries to get into that backline. Solar Flare is going to stun up Quid. He can't offer the damage back, but Dokla gets in. There's a shutdown onto Jackie. Dokla could be in trouble. He's going to be taken down.
Nice try by Ambessa. Honestly, they didn't play that bad. All things considered, 100 Thieves played that fight pretty well. Nice engage by Ayla, nice follow-up by Dokla. I guess River went too deep. But if you think about it, they're 5k gold down, 6k gold down, and they're fighting like this. This was a really nice try, honestly. I guess they missed Rakan W and Talia combo there, and now they buy ult without having any spell up. So at the start of the fight, they're not playing very well. They missed all the spells and buy ulted in anyway when spells are on cooldown. They should never buy ult without using Rakan's spell, you know, or Talia's spell. Without having those spells, sorry. But this was a good attempt at the end of the fight at the very least. Like, the beginning wasn't great. They used the spells, missed the spells, buy ulted in anyway when everything was on cooldown. But the end of the fight, nice try, Gabi. Gabi.
So they were trying to catch a Leona, which is already a bad idea. And they couldn't make that one happen because a whole bunch of buttons did go wide. So a little bit unfortunate there for 100 Thieves, and that does mean that Soul Point goes over to Top Esports. The best dragons that you can possibly get, basically. And the Soul is a Hex Tech. So if this next Drake goes their way, I mean, it's all but done and dusted. As the Rift Herald going to be secured here by Top. And man, they have just taken kind of everything here in this game. outside of, you know, what Dokla was able to do up against 369 towards that top side, but it's looking like that is more and more meaningless as this game continues.
We're moving Dokla to mid, though, to see if we can look for a pick as top esports start to push through, but looks like they're not going to be willing to take the fight. Is Dokla just going to back away?
What do you even do to win this game? Your composition only does one thing. It goes in and tries to one-shot someone, but no matter who you one-shot, you lose. If you one-shot Ryze, Yunara and Kiana kills you. If you one-shot Yunara, Ryze and Kiana kills you. If you one-shot Kiana, Ryze and Yunara kills you. The Sion is a threat at this point. Can literally kill your backline without dying. Leona's really annoying. I don't know how to win this at this point with this composition. You only have one gear, one mode of playing with this composition, and that mode will not work right now. But you have no choice, I think, but to try.
Oh, I thought they were in place, but Kanavi got to be spotted.
Yeah, there's a Vault Breaker. That's going to stun him up for now as the flick back does connect. Kanavi just going to blow up as the rocks do connect to his face.
Nice catch.
And another one to come in here. 369,
This
a
guy's
little
not
bit of an
good at ball,
unfortunate teleport, perhaps. Although I say that, and he loses 0 of his health bar.
For a pretty doomed game state, they are doing some good stuff, you know. Like that fight before could have been won, actually, if they played it a little bit better. And they're getting some catches. I don't think they have a chance of winning the game, but they're at least doing something. We're dead. Next route, we're dead. Gotta go for it now. Kai's ult in. Gotta go. Actually, we don't have shit. We don't have. This guy's just gonna Ryze ult out, by the way. He's out. Oh, we failed. He didn't hit it. He didn't hit it. He didn't connect. Nice try. Nice try. Gabi. Atakan would go anyway. If we get solo killed on top here and we look for this play. It's just a shame he didn't die. Nice try. Gabi.
The Atakan should just be a foregone conclusion here as we're going to check this one out one more time. At first, Rune Prison comes in, and as soon as
I'm just saying, we could have had Ryze this game. We could have done Vi Ryze 1-2 with Kai'Sa on 3. We could have done Ryze Kai'Sa 1-2, counter pick jungle on 3, or pick Ambessa on 3, counter pick jungle on 4, or pick support on 4, counter pick jungle on 5. To me, it is crazy to get Ryze Yunara on the same team. That is crazy.
As you saw picture in picture, the Atakan did go on over. 100 Thieves looking for something, maybe a bit of an angle here. Cease and desist comes down. They want to kill Jackie. They get all the knockups, and down goes the Yunara. Now Hung just standing in that front line. His Cream is walking in, and that's where you have to be scared. FBI only just turning up now, and they have taken 2 down already. 5 versus 3. I don't think the Cream's strong enough to fight that one out. It's 100 Thieves. Should be able to get themselves their first turret of the game as well, and really put
nice
a
play
in that gold lead.
They're making some nice plays, no?
Top esports, Kanavi picked off now. Jackie Love, we're going back to Cream, please.
Like in all honesty, they are giving this game a go, even though it's pretty much impossible.
The gold lead starting to shrink, and you're getting some gold onto your carries. Like, they're just mistakes from top esports.
A little unfortunate. Gold lead still approaching 6,000. So not exactly eliminating it here. And of course, Jackie Love is still going to be a problem. 3, 2, and 4 right now on this Yunara. Still looking for...
Have to fight his soul. No chance.
Should be the Infinity Edge coming in relatively soon, but
no chance other than fighting this. Gotta fight.
See here on the side, the Rise is starting to look like the problem.
If you get the shutdown,
yeah, he's a problem the whole game.
But if you get the shutdown onto someone like Dokla or FBI, that's a lot of gold that's just immediately going to be injected into 100 Thieves.
Let's see it.
Dragon, though, it is sold.
Someone can ride the Herald if they want to this fight, but I guess no one really. They're playing the finish and zoning jungler. Gotta get in there, no? It's Hextech Soul. Now we definitely don't win the fight. Had to fight before. We definitely don't win now. I wonder why they don't fight before. Imagine this was a fight without Hextech Soul, you know? Much higher chance of winning. Doesn't make sense to fight after. It's either fight before and go for the steal, or try to contest the actual steal, or just not fight at all. There's no world where you give the soul and then fight. That's not possible.
But I'm not entirely sure. That was the MasterCard priceless moment, and TES made quick work.
Yeah, that seals the deal.
Ultimate just shy of coming up, and top esports
does it.
quick work of 100 Thieves in that scrap. Now the base 23 minutes into the
So
game.
we have Tess 2-0, we have KT 2-0. Who else played today? G2 1-1 and FlyQuest 1-1, right? 0-2 Keed Stars, 0-2 Koi, 100 Thieves 1-1, and who did KT beat? Wales 1-1. So Wales, FlyQuest, 100 Thieves, and G2 all in the 1-1 bracket. I guess if we are lucky, if we want Western teams to go through, we need 100 Thieves, FlyQuest, G2 to get at least one another. Like one of these three teams need to get the 2 wins in the next round due to playing each other. For example, if we get G2 FlyQuest, we have guaranteed to one team for either of them. Or if we get like G2 100 Thieves, probably G2 2-1, right? Fingers crossed. But honestly, 100 Thieves don't look that bad. I don't think that's a free win for G2. I just think it would be the best way to get out a Western team by continuously playing each other and guaranteeing wins. Because I think, for example, if G2, FlyQuest, and 100 Thieves all get Eastern opponents tomorrow in the 1-1 bracket, there is a world where we have all 3 teams on 1-2, right? The day after. Like if, let's say, CFO lose later to T1, then you have CFO Wales in the 1-1 bracket, which are 2 teams that can definitely beat G2 and FlyQuest and 100 Thieves. So it's kind of important they play each other, you know, to guarantee wins. Might be the only way. One-shotting this Baron. Hex takes soul as well for the fight. Kiana ult. Insta one-shot. Ambessa is in, and Ambessa is dead. Or? Yeah. Jackie. Jackie. Nice movement. Bum. GG.
As the Arc of Ruin is going to smite him. There is the ace, thanks to Jackie Love, and they will march down this top lane and look for the win.
25 minutes into the game.
I'm not sure who's after this. After this, we can check when the game is done.
This was
I'll show you.
Incredibly one-sided 15k gold lead as they go forward.
This is a very large amount of money in the lead here for Top Esports. As Ayla, I don't know whether he's going to be able to do much of anything at all to stop this onslaught. And it looks like Top heading towards 2-0 here in the Swiss stage. What a bounce back for this team, looking absolutely brilliant, at least for now, here at Worlds. As Dokla, not quite enough. As
nice try, everybody. Nice try.
As the double kill comes through from 369, gets his revenge.
GG.
And down goes the Nexus.